Hey guys, and you are listening to Profound Radio. I am Mapal, and
I'm Silven.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Kaleb.
I'm Alisha.
Yeah, you guys are good. And this week Shannon didn't sit there just like, and I'm Shannon. So how are you guys doing?
Last week was a bad week for me. Okay, shut up.
Oh dear. How are you guys doing? Are we all doing good?
Awesome.
I have been loving all the news that's been coming in about fandom. So yeah, I've been pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to hearing all this stuff from Comic-Con, but it makes me sad that I'm not there.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on, and I'm like, oh, Comic-Con.
I feel like I'm one of the only people on Tumblr that doesn't want to go to Comic-Con because I
Are
hate
you crazy?
No, you're not
hate
alone.
places
You're not
where
alone. I don't care for cons either, so you're not alone.
Because
Shannon.
okay, this is my whole thing. There's tons of people there, and I already hate being around giant groups of people. Yeah, you can go to these panels and you can see these guys, but you're probably never going to get to talk to them. You could raise your hand to ask a question, but I can guarantee you they're going to find other people that are not you.
Yeah, but I played
Oh my
Twister with
God.
Lucy Collins at a convention, so.
You guys are crazy. I'm so upset that I'm not there. I'm just looking at all this posts and I'm like, Destiny, why you bent me over like that?
Oh.
It's actually on my bucket list to go to Comic-Con at some point. At least just once, you know?
I would only want to go if it was ensured that I would talk to someone of fame.
Yeah.
Oh, well then.
But
What else am I going to do there? It's not like I have money to buy any of the merchandise they sell.
It's okay.
That's true. I went to
Well,
the
Shannon,
convention, so.
Meet people and stuff and hang out and just, I don't know, it'd just be fun and crazy. It's so nerdy. I was actually talking about yesterday at work. I was like, I can't believe Comic-Con's on and I'm not there. My boss was like, what's Comic-Con?
Anyway, I just quickly want to apologise because Pippin the rat is awake, so if you hear the rattling noise, that's Pippin. I'm sorry. I would get him out, but he'll just climb all over me.
Rat named Pippin.
I have
A
a rat
rat?
named Pippin.
That sounds like a cartoon character.
No, he's named after a hobbit.
It's
He's named
Andrew
after. Oh,
Robin,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you have one named Mary?
Wow.
I was going to name the other one Mary, but I said he's called Dexter.
I've watched Lord of the Rings once, and I can't stand reading the Lord of the Rings books. So don't mess with me about not knowing Lord of the Rings stuff.
Alright then.
That was directed towards Kaleb.
duh. So, guys, let's get on with the agenda.
Sorry, I just got a really weird text.
We have a few birthdays to
Yes,
celebrate.
we do.
Yes.
Are we going to sing these ones? Or...
We're gonna let Shannon. He's
Not a
the
good singer,
singer.
but-
Unless
Okay.
Alisha wants to sing too.
I think we should all sing. We're terrible, but we should.
No, we can't sing. We're all out of sync.
Yeah, we'll be out of sync because of, Skype lag.
Because we all have accents and we're all out of sync. I'll just be like, so we should do it.
Oh, it's so... okay, who wants to sing it then? We have 2 birthdays, we might as well lump them into one.
I'll sing Osric since me and him have a deep spiritual bond.
We'll do Osric and Jared. Be fair to them
Why?
both.
Because you talked to him once?
Why do we have a deep and powerful bond? Because he thinks I'm funny.
I sat on a chair with him.
Okay. So I'm just gonna sing one happy birthday song for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would we just
Yes.
No,
do it.
just. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Do whatever.
start?
Get it over with.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Moose and Osric. Happy birthday to you.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Ah,
I can tell today is going to be another one of those days. Just
Yeah.
already.
Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You smell like a monkey. You look like one too.
My dad used to sing that to me when I was a kid on my birthday, and I'd get mad at him. He'd be like, "No."
Oh dear. My face.
Okay, now let's
hurts
actually
already.
get to the real agenda.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
agenda
let's
time.
do it.
So guys,
We have lots of fandom news to cover
We-
today.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, so much.
Yes.
Exciting.
Let's start with the obvious that is happening right now, which is Comic-Con. Whew. Who wishes
Yeah.
they were at Comic-Con? Most of our listeners
Not me.
probably. I know you don't.
Most
Shush.
of us.
Yes. Just so. Just Just shut up. So yeah,
And
yes.
And being in like multi fandoms,
Oh, I know.
it's been great as a Teen Wolf fan.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
been pretty great.
Is this a Teen
Wolf,
Wolf
yeah.
show, Caleb?
No,
Guys,
shut your
come
face.
on.
And there was a Hannibal panel yesterday.
Oh, yes.
There
Flower
was a
crowns.
Hannibal panel.
Flower
was wearing a
crowns.
Yeah.
And someone gave Hugh
There,
Nancy a flower crown, and everyone was wearing flower crowns, and apparently
everyone generally seems to be wearing flower crowns. Who wants to bet that tomorrow they're gonna give them to the supernatural panel too?
Oh, Misha will tell you.
Jason's probably going to throw his to the ground and say something about how manly men don't wear flower crowns.
Anyway,
And
so yes.
yeah, the Supernatural panel is tomorrow.
Yes, it is. But
Right.
we
And
have had... Shush!
yeah,
Taking over my show, Caleb. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I was gonna tell them that the plan about we're going
yes.
to be reblogging all the stuff on our dash on the Profound Radio Tumblr.
Website, yeah, and guys, knowing that there's a panel tomorrow, we're gonna expect a lot of news, but let's all just like we always try to take precautions against fandom wank, okay? If something is some sort of huge news and you're not sure about it and there's no reliable source, please wait till you reblog it and start screaming. Wait for, the big A, aka the official announcement.
Yes.
Or something of that nature.
Can I say something? Can I say something else about sort of wank that I've noticed that's sort of become a pattern for last few weeks since all this news has been happening?
Uh-huh.
Like, there have been a lot of announcements of characters coming back, which we're going to talk about later. And I kind of just want to say, since we're on the topic of fandom wank, that guys, just because a character is being brought back doesn't mean that it's going to be in a way that a lot of the fandom seems to think that it is. Like, an example would be for Bobby. I know a lot of people are pissed off at the fact that Bobby's probably coming back. And a lot of that is because they think it doesn't make sense, or they think it's sloppy writing because he's already died.
the thing is, though, so you realize like all the angels are out of heaven now, and they're gonna try to get back to heaven to get to Metatron. Bobby's in heaven now, so if Bobby's back, it's most likely because they're doing a scene in heaven or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not. Don't think he's coming back to life. I think they're gonna.
Yeah, that's what I hear. A lot of the wank is about. Like, a lot of people are saying Bobby's coming back to life. I'm like, guys, the truth is we have no idea what they're doing with these characters that are coming back into the show. They might not be coming back to life, and if they're in heaven or if we get to see people in hell, that's going to be freaking awesome, isn't it?
Yes, but can I also just say that we shouldn't really trust Jim Beaver as far as we can throw him.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that if they're gonna be in heaven, that means that Bobby will be in heaven with Metatron, and I can smell a ship happening.
No.
Oh God.
No.
Oh no! Don't start that.
No.
I'm just saying, there's gonna be something small there.
God.
And
Oh my God! I would love a sassy Bobby just tearing Metatron a new one.
And to Telephone Girl Lily, I think, yes, I do expect consistency because I have faith in Carver, whereas I did not have faith in Sarah Gamble when she was showrunner. So yes, I do have faith that Carver will try to remain consistent and that he will try to do good for the show.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
Guys, I just got a message. I've got to say hey to everyone from Russ, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hi, Russ.
He
Russ.
sends his love, so thanks.
awesome.
We send our love back.
I shall reply in a second. So yeah, we have our
Hey, Lauren, that clickety noise is Maple's rat pipping.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He's
and
drinking the whole bottle of water. He won't stop. Anyway, yes, our panel is tomorrow. We've already had some great panels from Comic-Con, some great news coming out of it, such as Geek and Sundry tracked down, was it Jim Michaels? They tracked down?
Ooh.
Yeah.
For an interview?
Yeah.
A private interview.
so.
And what they released was very interesting. Basically, he has said that Charlie is safe. Woo! Apparently, she is
Yeah.
off. She is out of bounds. They aren't allowed to kill her.
Fuck
Jodie-
yeah!
Off limits.
Yes.
Really.
Fuck yeah. More news. Jodie is most likely alive. Thank God.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Linda Tran is dead.
yeah, Linda Tran
Oh.
probably isn't alive.
Dead.
That's
Yeah,
sad. I
which
really
means-
liked
Yeah.
She's dead.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, I like
Dead-
Linda. I
dead-
want
neck
her
out.
to survive.
Yeah, I also do think that Jim Michael said that the situation with Charlie being like this was due to fan response, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a great fan. So like, see, if
We
I'm not
basically
going to
pulled a Castiel with Charlie and we saved her.
yeah, I'm not gonna say that this is generally a tactic that works, but I just want to say that as you can see, TPTP really do listen to people, and I absolutely don't approve of basically trying to tell people how to run their show. But like, small good things like this we can get if we attach ourselves firmly enough to TPTP's backside. Sometimes good things happen.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, moving on again to more characters and if they're dead or not. There, he did say if one long dead character were to come back, it would be Gabriel, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said they never
That just-
talked about Adam coming back though.
Yeah, they
Good.
never discussed it.
Good.
I was waiting
Good.
for that.
Good. That makes me happy. Sorry, people are gonna hate me for that, but it makes me happy.
I am just so really indifferent to Adam. I didn't love him, and I don't hate him either.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think he was just like a scapegoat.
Yeah.
I don't see. A lot of people think that I actually hate Adam. I don't hate Adam. I hate the fact that a lot of people are willing to just completely forget canon and completely forget how the show, hell works and how the cage works, just to let Adam out. Just because of one mistake that Sarah Gamble made when she let Castiel rise Sam from hell. It just bothers me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the last bit of news from that is Jensen probably won't be directing this season because he's got the new baby.
Aw.
But we do
Yeah.
have Misha.
Yeah, but-
we do have Misha.
But
Oh, yeah.
Misha will be, yes, Misha will be.
Yeah, Misha will still be directing.
Yes.
That is so fucking awesome. I just literally can't wait to see his episode.
That'll be good.
I think I lost my train of thought.
I think it's
You
funny
okay there?
episode.
You okay?
Weird ones.
Yeah, I'm good. I think. I
So yeah, it's a lot of
Misha's episode too.
awesome fandom news,
Yep.
especially the Charlie one.
Oh,
I might be biased.
No.
I'm so relieved at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
death. Death as
And-
well. Death.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh
I
yeah!
get
Death
that.
back.
How do you
Oh my
forget
God.
that?
I forgot about that.
I'm so happy about that. I love Death. He's
I
just
love
he's
him.
amazing.
Can I just say that Death is probably going? I feel like Death is probably going to have something to do with people who are dead and that are coming back into the show. I have a feeling he's probably going to appear in heaven or something to sort of be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably.
When I saw that on my dash, I was really excited because someone ran into him at like a gym or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he said that he was heading to Vancouver or whatever for season 9 or something.
And
I know-
Octo. Oh, sorry.
Another Julian story. My friend Michaela was in Toronto for Pride a couple weeks ago, and her and her friend actually ran into him. And they
Whoa, that's so awesome.
texted me. She's like, "Guess who I ran into?" I'm like, "Who?" She's like, "Death from Supernatural." I was like, "Ah,
Totally chill then. Totally not overreacting though.
Oh, guys, I just literally remembered something that we kind of forgot to put into the agenda, and they are the first new screenshots we got of there's this new Hunter girl there, I think.
That screenshot?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
I
have.
guess.
Yeah.
The new screenshots make me angry
They make me happy.
because it all points to one thing, and it's one thing that I do not want to happen, and that is inverse.
But I really don't think they're gonna put a legit inverse. I just think that
exactly the same.
I'm going to take a picture of my face right now, and I'm going to send it to Mapal, and I'm going to let you guys see it.
Okay.
Okay.
guys.
The thing
You
is,
go, Sarah.
I
Okay.
like inverse.
Yeah, but
not
guys-
the same aspect as it was in like the end. Like I don't like Cass when he's all like
Yeah, like guys,
It's
I am
not gonna be like
absolutely
that,
sure that they're not gonna just like legit pull a complete and total Endverse.
Well, they can't.
Like they're not gonna do it. Like they're really not. So if you don't like Endverse, I would definitely not worry. I really don't think they're gonna like just borrow a lot of things from there. I would love it if they made really, really, really tiny kind of brain tickling references. That'd be fun, but they're not gonna really do it. And
No.
another thing is, can we just talk about that new female hunter that we're getting? Because I am honestly pretty excited. I know there are people already being upset over the fact that there's, the picture's full of guys in jeans and she's wearing Daisy Dukes. But, like, guys, I am not going to judge about that until I see the actual show to see if that actually makes any sense.
Daisy Dukes.
And I've worn Daisy Dukes. They're very comfortable.
And, like, yeah, because, like, guys, I know Supernatural does not have the absolute best track record when it comes to handling female characters, but I believe in Supernatural as a show that kind of really at least tries to develop, and we've already seen that with LGBT things they did in last season that I personally really enjoyed that even make me tear up. I just really believe that they can really kind of stretch people's expectations of them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I really love it. I don't know why, but I just really love it when we have such a stereotypically feminine character, but she turns out to be a total badass at the same time.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
That would be amazing if they took it in that direction, because I love that, because it's like breaking down the stereotype that femininity is like weak and
Yeah, I would appreciate the heck out of that. That's why I love Abaddon so much. She's in makeup while she rips her guts out.
Yeah.
So badass. And she's like, when you first meet her, she's in like the dress and stuff, and she's got her hair all done up, and she's just, like, but she still kicks ass. Yeah.
And I love how even though like her hair got a little bit messy towards the end, it still looked good.
I've put Shannon's face on.
And another thing I love about Abaddon in particular, and I hope they do this with that new female hunter, is that they take femininity and add it, but they do it in a sensible way. Because I mean, ladies, raise your hand if you raise your hand if you have seen female characters in like spy movies or action movies running around in high heels, and you were looking at it like, oh my god.
You can't run in high heels. I've tried.
Who the fuck does that?
Okay,
yeah,
story time.
Don't say people can't run in high heels. I have seen people run in high heels, and it is a masterful thing to see.
Yeah, but today was Hall Pride, and I did for the first time in something like 11 years. They did a walk with the Hall Pride flag, which is a giant flag from Hull City Centre to West Park, and I went in high heels because I was like, you know what? I wore these heels for the entirety of Asylum 10, and I was totally fine for the whole weekend. I was like, I can walk from Hull City Centre to the park. No problem. Oh, yeah. I'm absolutely crippled now. I can't actually walk anywhere, so, no.
Yes.
God, you just went robot.
And, like, not simply, feminist. I just hope they make it sensible feminist.
Yeah.
That would really shine in the situation,
Mm-hmm. You gotta do it the right way.
I think my internet just went a little bit.
I feel like a lot of people really just completely have no faith in the writers when it comes to dealing with these sorts of things. Yeah. And that really kind of bothers me. And I can get where a lot of people come from, because in the past they have been pretty unforgiving towards female characters. But when you see a female character in a screenshot and you judge her based on what she's wearing, you have no idea what the actual situation is. So for me, it's just like, I'm not really going to get pissed off or angry until I know what's going on.
Yeah. Same.
That's why I seem so optimistic all the time, because I am literally refusing to get pissed off until I know what's going on.
Yep, literally same.
Can I say that, shorts are actually the more of a dumb idea, to be honest. Because shorts,
shorts,
I rode a horse in shorts and I regret it. So any sort of labour or thing that's going to cut your legs in shorts is just the worst idea. I don't even walk the dog in shorts.
Yeah, but that's why I really want to wait for the episode to judge, because, you know, there could be 100 explanation for the Daisy Dukes that we don't know yet. And, like, it's kind of an obvious, unsensible choice if they just randomly stick her in them, but, you know, we'll see.
Okay.
Or maybe that's just what she was happened to be wearing when they just stumbled upon her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a hot day.
Win Ginster does everything in shorts. She runs
Shorts.
high heels. She does everything in shorts. Win Ginster's Superwoman.
Oh my god, you all just went like robots.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, Jen, you're absolutely right. Jen is saying that what doesn't work for one girl works for the other, and yeah, I absolutely agree.
I just feel like
that's, it's
my
exactly.
biggest problem with shorts is nettles. Like, if you're going anywhere near nettles, then shorts are a pretty bad idea.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
Well, seriously, like I've talked to girls at my school who will wear, when they don't have gym and stuff, they'll wear heels to school, and they'll be like, "Oh, I really, really like wearing heels." I'm like, "Why do you wear heels?" And they're like, "Because I find them more comfortable than tennis shoes." Like my Spanish teacher, her name, I'm not going to say her name because I'm pretty sure she wouldn't appreciate me saying her name in front of a bunch of strangers. But she literally wears heels everywhere she goes. Even when she goes to football games and she dresses in like blue jeans and a jersey, she will wear like these really, really awesome high heels that make her look 10 times taller than she really is.
I knew a girl like that, and she just did everything in heels, and she said they were really comfy. And I mean, I can wear heels as well, but the shorts, I just think you just get stung with nettles, and that just sounds unpleasant. So I'm just thinking about, you know, safety, her safety. You know, girl, you just need to be comfortable. Don't get stung by nettles. It's not nice.
I personally have worn high heels, and I don't find them comfortable.
I have never worn high heels, and I don't have to.
It is an experience.
Caleb, so skinny homosexual are you?
When I was a kid, I used to pretend I was a mom.
See?
I used to put on my mom's high heels, and I would stuff pillows in my stomach because I wanted to be a pregnant mom.
Okay, Shannon is at least 45% gayer than I am.
Yeah, Caleb, that's just, you can't compete with that.
No.
Like, I was a really sort of, I liked to do effeminate things when I was younger. I preferred female things. I played with Barbie dolls and Polly Pockets.
See, I did that. I played with Barbie dolls, and I made my older straight brother play with Barbie dolls with me.
Aww.
Although Win Genster again has a really good point. It's derogatory to assume that a sex pot can't be as big of a threat as a regular chick.
What's a sex pot?
Basically,
exactly.
Just a blonde bombshell, really good looking. You know, she could be really dangerous.
No, basically it's me.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Yeah, basically.
Like, I love that because I'm gonna go off on like a gamer tangent because I like to play this game called Soul Calibur 4. And I like to make these cute little Lolita girls with, like, death sights. And it's so satisfying to me for some reason.
I remember, I think I was talking to Jessica at the Tumblr movie club thing, and we were talking about how it's really kind of sad how you can't have a sort of a blonde bombshell or a blonde woman who can be that sort of strong female character anymore, because in media now it's those blonde characters that are constantly like berated on because they're constantly written as stupid.
Yeah.
So
can I just say, as someone who pretty much directly suffers from that, it sucks because I have literally been called the incorrect blonde, as in, you know, I'm blonde but I'm not stupid, and that's sure as weird, you know.
It's just like that's one of the reasons I really love Joe's character, because she was blonde, but she was also a big badass, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love Joe.
And I feel like just because a woman is attractive and she is portrayed as attractive, that does not mean she can't be badass.
Also, there was Ruby and Lilith.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although Lilith did spend
And
most
Meg.
of the time.
Meg was like blonde twice, right?
Yeah.
There was like short-haired
Yeah.
Meg, brown-haired
I-
Meg, and then Crowley dyed her hair blonde again.
Yeah.
Just
Hairdresser Crowley strikes again.
original Meg was just so badass.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
I love
Alisha.
Meg.
I really like feminine characters, like with giant swords and stuff like that. I always like in World of Warcraft, like my paladin is like that. In my D&D campaign I have right now, she's a female knight and she's tall and like blonde and really pretty and she kicks ass. You know, she's the tank of the group. Like,
Yeah.
that I really like.
Oh
Like-
god, I love that.
It's like
Totally.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy was literally one of the girliest girls I've ever seen, but she also knew how to be a badass. Just because a girl acts like a girl doesn't mean she can't be a badass. That's just her attitude and how she likes to act. Just like there are girls who are not so feminine that cannot be badasses. Just because they're not feminine doesn't mean that they want to go out and kill things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
guys, we have
Yeah.
things to get through.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Shannon and Kaleb would like to cover something now, I do believe.
Okay, I'll let
Yeah.
Shannon go first.
It is someone messaged us on our Tumblr and they asked us to talk about the C3CW. Now, I've had a really busy week, so I haven't really been able to get that much information on it. I've went to the website. I have the website pulled up right now, and I'm trying to think about. I think it's something about Destiel and
it's like a pro canon campaign, basically.
yeah, it's like a pro canon campaign for Destiel, and I think it involves writing letters and emails to Mark Pedowitz, the president of CW. I don't have enough time to actually do anything like this, but the person asked me if we could sort of tell you guys about it. So I'm telling you guys about it. It's a campaign. It's a pro canon campaign for Destiel, and since we are a pro canon Destiel radio show, so we're going to tell you guys about it. And
obviously, at the end of the show, I'll be providing links. Don't worry.
yeah, so if you guys want to do it, the website looks really. I can't talk. I'm sorry, I can't talk. It looks really organized, and all of its information is on the front page. I just have not had the time to read it because I have had a very busy week. So I would say if you are into this sort of campaign, do it. If not, then spread the word for the people who are actually doing it, because you never know. It may actually make a difference.
That's interesting.
Like, personally, I'm not a campaigner, personally, but anyone who's listening can totally go out and support it if you want to.
Yeah, I've never really been big on campaigns either, but I don't know. I guess it really just depends. I would probably include some of what I think in my letter instead of telling them what to do with it. So really, it's just a way for you to sort of tell the people that you want pro canon Destiel. So we'll be providing the link.
Yeah.
If it's something you're into, go ahead, do it, have at it. If it can help pro canon Destiel, then go ahead.
Yep. So,
Then we're coming on to Silven's bit, I do believe.
yeah, because guys, I want to do a little talk about campaigns, but about campaigns in general, because I've been in this fandom for a little while now, and like guys, every time there's any kind of campaign going on, I literally see the same thing happening on my dash over and over again, and there are people who support it and there are people who don't support it, and that's totally fine and totally natural. But every time I see people being assholes and treating others like absolute crap because of their attitude towards those campaigns, it's usually people who usually people who support them who get treated like crap by people who don't. And like guys, please, for the love of God, before you judge a whole person by their decision to not stand something or do whatever it is, just think. And, like, I mean, look, if you don't like something and if you don't want to support it, there's two, logical courses of action you can take. Maybe you can just not do it, because, it's not your thing. So don't. No one is twisting your hand. Or you go to those people who are doing it and you offer them constructive criticism. That means that you're not being rude to them personally, and you're not cussing them off, and you're not berating them, but you tell them what they're doing wrong and why you think it's wrong, in a language that they can actually understand and that will actually help them. That is the point of constructive criticism, to help someone better themselves. Trying to get your point to people by berating them and by insulting them, and, screaming about automatic unfollows and, how dumb they are, is like trying to take out their tonsils, from the other way around. It's just about as effective. If you are rude to people and if you cuss out at them, they are not going to change their point of view. You're only going to seem like an asshat. So basically, TLDR, whatever side you're taking on these things, don't be a dick. Like, seriously, just don't be a dick about it. Offer constructive criticism. And always be sensible. Just please, okay? Because I've had my friends, insulted over this stuff, fat-shamed, slut-shamed, called dumb, stupid, as opposed to actually, offering something of use, and it was just ridiculous. So please, guys, let's just be all nice to each other.
Yeah,
I am done.
I have one thing to say on it as well, that it's actually okay if you also don't support these campaigns and don't agree with it, as long as you're polite about it. And if you are part of these campaigns and someone doesn't agree with it and doesn't support it, that does not give you the excuse to go into their inbox and call them stupid, say they're not supporting the ship, say they're wrong, say whatever. And people don't have to help you out and support you and reblog if they don't agree with it, because they are allowed their own opinion. And I personally don't support this latest campaign, because it's just, I don't think it's something we need, but, fine, you guys go do what you want if you want to do it. So.
Yeah, actually same. I'm actually personally not going to do it. And, because I don't think that this is something that's going to help right now. But, again, I am respectful towards people who choose to do it. And just, please, guys, let's all do the same.
Yeah.
I don't see why people feel the need to try and be so... I guess it could be aggressive towards people who do something that they disagree with. Because honestly, whenever I do something and then someone tries to send me hate about what I'm doing, that just makes me want to do it harder and more often. In the exact same way that they probably hate. So I guess I reach sort of a disconnect with people and their mindset in this, because I'm thinking, why would you think that yelling at someone to not do it your way, to not do it a certain way and do it your way would help? I mean, that makes people want to do it the exact opposite. It's just, I don't know. I get a lot of confusion when I see people on the internet, because I'm like, where in your right mind are you getting this sort of thought process that people will actually care about what you have to say if you're doing nothing but yelling at them?
Okay. I think, are we done with this section?
Yeah. Let's
I
move
think so.
on to our special guest today.
Yes.
Boo!
Shut up, Shannon.
Also, I apologize just earlier. I don't know if you heard us laughing. Raven's phone went off and the whole desk vibrated. We just cracked up and Silven was talking and I was trying to be quiet. But
that's okay.
It was really funny. Sorry.
Okay. We're going to get on with the supernatural experience.
Yes.
So we're going to ask you a series of questions about supernatural and stuff like that.
It's always sounded like...
So, Mapal didn't add the one question we start with.
I was just about to say that. Would you like to go ahead, seeing as you're taking over the whole show?
I was quiet for a long time there.
I am nearly dead today.
So, we're going to start with the first question, and it is...
Sorry.
When did you start watching Supernatural, Alisha?
Okay, so I started actually officially watching it last year when I was at college. But I remember watching a couple episodes on TV before, seeing it and stuff. And my ex-boyfriend really liked the show, back probably season 4, season 5. He really likes Castiel. And I remember I watched, I don't know, a couple episodes with him. But when I went to college, my next door neighbor, my roommate, her name is Tor. She was a huge Supernatural fan, and she had all of them on DVD, all the seasons. So So I started. We would watch it on TV when it was airing and stuff. Like that was season 7, and but I was like, oh, I want to get caught up. So I would like borrow a season from her and like marathon through it in like 2 days. I would literally, I'd get up, I'd watch an episode or two, I'd go to class, I'd come back, watch more until like dinner, go eat, come back and watch more, and then go to bed.
Really, you ate? I didn't eat. I didn't eat when I was.
Sometimes I miss supper because of it, and they have to close on me.
I am too fat to sacrifice food.
Guys,
sacrificed hours and hours of sleep.
Just say hello to Spain. We have a listener from Spain.
Ooh, hello Spain.
Hello Spain.
Hello, Spain.
I love the country.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Is it hot there, Spain? Because it's hot here.
So whenever people talk about like episodes in like season 1, 2, 3, or whatever, I like barely remember it because I was watching like 5 episodes a day.
Yeah, same with me. I just like spread through. It was just like a blur.
When I first started watching, I was like the same way. It was only when I got all of my Supernatural box sets that I actually sat down and watched all the episodes and actually committed them to memory. Because like I remember I used to sit down and I used to be so confused as to what people were saying pre-season 5. Because season 5 was when I started to really, really, really pay attention because I was watching so many episodes per day when I first started watching.
We have a listener from France too.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Awesome. Bonjour.
Cherchons bon restaurant français.
Oh my God, Shannon.
I'll probably eventually rewatch them and like at a slower pace. But right now, Raven and I are getting caught up with Teen Wolf, so we're focusing on that.
Teen Wolf.
That's what I'm doing during the hiatus. I watched Hannibal, and now we're watching Teen Wolf.
I watched Teen Wolf.
Same.
My hiatus plan just like fell apart because I was gonna watch Hannibal and Game of Thrones, but then those two went on hiatus. I'm like, damn it! And then Teen Wolf. I was a fan of Teen Wolf like a few months ago, so I was really happy about this 3rd season. So I'm watching Teen Wolf now, and now I'm just like speeding through Spartacus. I think last week I said I was starting Spartacus, and now I'm on like the last season of Spartacus.
Yes. Aren't you happy I made you watch it?
And yeah, so that's happened. And yeah, I know, I think Alisha's experience, the start when you watch Supernatural, is like very similar to mine because, yeah, I got on Netflix and I sped through all of it.
I think I got through Supernatural in the space of a few weeks. Like,
I have a funny story slightly related to like watching some episodes.
Yes, I forgot about your story because Caleb skipped over your story.
Okay, well,
Shut up.
This is another mini story. So I remember, I think I was watching episodes in like season 5 or something when I was at college, and there was like 2 or 3 episodes, and I remember like watching it, and I'm like, oh, I remember this episode. I remember the beginning, but then getting to the middle, like I'd be like, I don't remember any of this, and then you know what I mean, and then I realized after watching like 2-3 episodes, it was because I was watching them with my boyfriend at the time, and we were sitting on the couch and we would start to make out, and then I wouldn't remember. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's why I don't know what happens after this point.
Yeah, censored version.
Yeah. It just made me laugh though. I was like, oh my god.
Wow. Oh.
And does anyone else want to ask the second question? Since apparently I'm talking too much.
Yes.
I will.
Oh, damn it, Shannon.
And I have a little after, but you know.
Wait, where is the second question? What's the second question? Never mind. Don't let me ask the second question.
Okay, I'll do it then. I'm ready.
She does have another story, didn't you?
What
have
actors
a
do you
story?
wish to see on Supernatural, and what roles do you want them to play in?
Caleb just talks over
Okay,
me.
so most of my favorite actors at the time are already on Supernatural. Although I watched Sherlock before when I was at college and stuff. And I really like that, but I found it would be really weird if like Benedict Cumberbatch was on Supernatural.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
one actor that I think would be really neat to be on, it would be really funny, I love Star Trek, and I think it would be really neat if Will Wheaton was on an episode.
Oh,
He is
yeah.
friends with Felicia Day,
Aw.
and he could just be someone that dies or something. But I just love Will Wheaton, and it'd be great if he was like a guest. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That would be super fun.
I'd want him and Charlie to be on an episode. I'd want him to be Charlie's gay best friend.
Oh God!
I adore Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Or he could be that dude that she drunkenly slept with at Comic-Con.
Oh my god, that'd be great. Imagine if he was actually Will Wheaton, like he's playing himself.
Because that reminds me of
God.
our episode of The Guild where she slept with him and she thought they were in a relationship and he was like, no.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't you have another story? I think what was that one you told me?
Yeah, I
earlier?
have a-
Yes.
Yeah, I have a little story. So it's a little story. It'll make people laugh. It's from what I did last night. So I'm from a small little like mining town in like northwestern Ontario, and like everything fucking sucks here, right? Like Raven
Like Katniss from the Hunger Games.
yeah, like Katniss. So like my town kind of started up, I guess, in like the 40s and 50s because there was iron ore in the area, right? So there was a big mine, and it like that's how the town boomed and everything. But after the demand, after World War II, and the demand went down, like they shut the mines down. But past my house, if you keep going up the road and you kind of go up towards like the pits where the mine was, there's all these old abandoned buildings. And so yesterday my friend Nick was like, "Hey, do you want to go up there and check it out?" Because sometimes people go up there. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, no, but yes. So after I was done work, we picked everyone up. We picked up Raven, we picked up her sister Savannah and Nick and I, and we drove up there. And you pull up to this building, it's big and tall, and it's kind of like steel and like cinder block and stuff, and it's got these windows really high up there, and it's pitch black out, and the moon is almost full. We have our flashlights. And we're going up to the building, and there's literally, you can't get in, everything's closed off, except someone's knocked a hole in the wall near the top of this hill, and you can get in. And there's like, if you peer inside, there's like this rickety little staircase that someone's pushed up against the wall. There's like a foot between the wall and the staircase, even though, so you have to kind of like make your way through and like hop onto the staircase. Seriously though, I was like, we're going up to there, I'm like, guys, you realize this is the first 5 minutes of an episode of Supernatural. I was like, we're gonna die. Like it was actually a little scary. Like and I'm a chicken shit, but like I was like, let's do it. But at the same time I was like, if I don't want to go, we're leaving as soon as we can. And so we got into the building, and it's like a big ground floor. It's kind of like a big garage sort of thing, like you know when they have a shop floor. It's like big like that. And there's like a sort of crane thing hanging from the ceiling still. And it's just pitch black. There's graffiti on the inside. Like, it's creepy. And so we're walking around, and there's like this one staircase, like through a doorway that like leads down and just pitch black, right? And I was like, Nick, I'm not going down there. I can't see anything. So we went around, and we found another staircase. And we went down into the floor and stuff. And and there's like all sorts of garbage down there, and there's like pieces of like steel like bars and just junk, and like there's glass, like just everything, and it's like wet because it rained a few days ago. It's super cold down there, and we're like, literally, I have one of those big flashlights with like the big ends that you could like smack people with, and I'm sitting there, we're all like huddled together, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, we're gonna fucking die. And we're walking through the darkness. And there's bats in there too, eh? Like some bats flew by.
They kept flying at my face.
And they kept flying at Raven, and she was like, ah! But yeah, and then it eventually, down there, it leads into the actual like mine. There's a tunnel, and it's just eventually rock that's carved out.
Oh my god.
And we went up to like that point, but it just kept going, so we didn't go any further because it was really, really creepy. But we're gonna go
I'm like
on
doing the checklist in my head, like Wingo, ghost, vampire.
Though people have died though on the job, so I'm not like, I would not be surprised if it was somehow haunted. That's the thing.
Oh
There's a
God.
plaque somewhere in town dedicated to the people that lost their lives working on the mine.
Yeah.
So
Vengeful spirit.
yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
why I'm like, oh my god. She's gonna
Rougarou,
die.
maybe. Rougarou.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like literally it's a cave. Like it's just damp, and there's like some water dripping, and there's bats, and it's just dark, and like eventually the flashlight light just kind of like went into darkness
Oh my
and just kept.
Uh-huh.
So it's like we're gonna go on Monday during the day before dark, and we're gonna go and
Bring like loads of flashlights and batteries.
I'll bring like
Oh, God.
salt and my holy water.
So that's how that happens. Because, you know, watching horror movies all my life, I wondered why people do that stuff.
It's so scary, but it's fun. So if you don't hear from me Tuesday or Wednesday, something got.
Oh, God.
It's just like you're gonna be one of these myths in Supernatural, like the girl who walks in.
I was like, they should film something there. Like there should be something with an abandoned mine. Actually, going there, it made me think of like Mothman and stuff.
No.
And Mothman rap out of me, so I'm like, oh my god, something.
I just thought of like Point Pleasant.
Point
I was
Pleasant.
just like,
Yeah.
Scares the
Like-
shit out of me.
I love Point Pleasant. The first 2 chapters, I was like scared. I was like up at like 3 a.m, and I'm like, I can't go to bed. Mothman's gonna get me. Yeah.
I just, I need to
But-
interrupt you guys with something really, really
Yeah.
important. Hang on, I'm gonna put it up, and it should open in soon.
oh,
There
she's
we go.
got something to show us, guys.
It's totally irrelevant, but really important.
Okay, how can it be irrelevant and important at the same time?
You will see. Watch
That's-
the screen. Watch it.
Okay.
I don't have the screen thing open. I can't see.
Well,
Here, do you want me
Jesus
to send you
Christ,
the link?
Alicia.
I'm gonna open it,
There
but
you
I'm gonna
go.
get sound from the thing.
What is that?
That's the
Okay.
link to the stream.
What is happening?
Is there a way I can open it and not get sound? Because I'm gonna get sound in a minute. I'm gonna.
Oh, I
1
don't-
second.
It's an otter.
It is not.
I want to see this.
Why is this important?
It
It's
is
gonna-
okay. It's really important because it's an otter.
Okay, there we go. I got it open now, and I have the sound muted. Yay! Okay. Oh my god, it's so cute.
Okay, we should probably get on
What?
to the questions.
Do with anything, Maple.
Okay, I will ask the next question since Maple's off in Otterland.
Okay.
It is really cute though. We will put that GIF on the on our Tumblr.
Yes, I should go.
Yeah.
You guys want to send us otters like you sent us ducks last week? Go ahead.
Oh
I'm still reblogging ducks. I am still reblogging ducks. So.
Okay, now Alisha. Time for me to ask you a question.
Okay.
You can be impressed and everything.
Okay.
Who's your favorite showrunners or writers?
That's hard. Because, like, I don't know. I probably, like, honestly, probably Robbie and Adam, you know? I just really like their work. And as, like, and I like how they kind of interact with the fans, too, you know? Like, they're prominent on Twitter and stuff. And,
Yeah.
you know, but I do like their work. And they're a great, like, Rob and Adam, robbed them or whatever.
Robbed him. Yay, robbed him.
The duo.
The
I like-
later OTP.
Yeah.
I love Rob Down.
So, but honestly, like, I haven't paid too much attention to who's been writing episodes, other than, like, I guess season 8. So I don't, like, when I have a favorite episode, I'm not sure who's written it before. I'd have to check that.
What about showrunners?
I don't know.
Campbell?
No, not really. Sorry, but no.
I think it has to be like, you know, the Carver Edlund duo, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Carver and Edlund, definitely.
You know what? I'm honestly really conflicted because I really, really love Kripke, but I also really, really love Carver.
I like Kripke too, but I really like Carver more now. Like, I don't know. Like the beginning was just wicked
Mm-hmm.
with the show, but like now, like Supernatural's kind of taken like a slightly like different direction with things. So it's, I mean,
But I don't know. I guess I really liked Kripke's the way he had the show. I guess you could say
yeah,
it was really, to me, the show's a lot less gritty than it used to be.
yeah,
Like it doesn't have that scare aspect like it used to, and that's what I really, really loved about Supernatural in the beginning before they introduced the angels. So that's why I'm always so conflicted, because I love Carver's overall storytelling and what he did with season 8. I loved season 8 because of just Carver and all of it and his writing team and what they did. But I loved Kripke's earlier seasons because they were so gritty and they were so scary. Yeah. And honestly, and a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but I totally agreed with him about the Roadhouse. I hated the Roadhouse. I felt like the Roadhouse made it just like every other show, because every single show has those strange places where people meet up, and it just bothers me. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me that a bunch of hunters who genuinely live lives of seclusions and travel everywhere all went to this bar, and I didn't like it. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very important
question. I liked it, honestly. I would disagree.
I have a very important question. Who is your favourite? Be careful with this. Who is your favourite crew member?
I really hate Russ Hamilton.
Shut up!
Yeah, that got you big.
Honestly, Mapal. Honestly, I adore Russ. I think he's hilarious, and I think it's because he reminds me of my cousin Brian a bit, like just his humor and stuff. But I adore Russ.
Yes.
I don't know. I think he's kind of a douchebag, to be perfectly honest.
You're a douchebag. I'm no longer invited on the show.
Honestly, I never really cared about the crew until season 8 because I never really thought of anyone else but the actors.
That's true.
Wow.
That was sort of, and that makes me sound really, really mean, but it's just because before I really got into Supernatural, I didn't really take the time to learn how television worked. So I was just like, crew is nothing compared to actors. I used to be really dumb before I got into Supernatural fan. Okay.
Yeah, but in the
season 8 is when I started to be kind of like become aware of like the people that work on the set and stuff. And there's some pretty great people that work for Supernatural, you know.
They didn't really pop up until season 8. I mean, they weren't sort of really well known until season 8 started. People didn't hover around their Twitters anyway. So
you can follow everyone on Twitter.
Yeah, I really love that, by the way, because when I started watching Supernatural, I literally didn't expect to know anything more than like the names of the 3 lead actors, and now I know what their wives and children's names are, what the name of all the producers, directors, writers, the president of the channel. You're like, what?
What I love about the crew is like seeing like the behind the scenes sort of stuff, like when they tweet pictures, they tweet about like what's going on and stuff. It's just really fun because you're kind of seeing what's behind it all, you know? I love that.
Jen!
Feel like I'm
Jen! I say that too!
What?
Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. I said that while we were all talking once, and everyone thought I was the weirdest person ever.
Can I just say, like, people are like, oh, Russ is too much of a troll. You do realise he knows that and he enjoys it and he thinks it's hilarious. So actually, the more you get pissed off with him, the more he enjoys it.
Honestly?
Yeah, I know that feeling perfectly fine. I'm a troll to Mapal all the time, and it fuels me.
Yeah.
I feel kind of confused because I would do the exact same thing if I was in Russ's shoes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but no, seriously, just go with me on this. You are a crew of a popular TV show where fans hang on your every word. If you're an asshole like I am, then you're going to use that to your advantage.
You're just going to sit there like, and just like, really, just piss them off.
I mean...
Okay. Alisha.
Yes.
What season is your favorite season and why?
Okay. Probably...
We're going to let Silven ask some questions too.
Okay.
No,
yes.
We don't like Silven.
Probably season 5.
Oh my god, shut up.
Season 5 is just really great. And one of my favorite episodes is Swan Song. Full. I think it's so beautiful and it's really wonderfully made and it's just like heartbreaking, but it's just amazing. But I really like season 8 too, like just because there's some really good like individual episodes. This like last season I really liked. But overall I think 5 is my favorite.
5 was fucking amazing.
I didn't cry during Swan Song until the second time I watched Swan Song.
I don't know if I cried. I think I might have.
I cried way more when Sam died at the end of like season 2.
Speeding through Supernatural, I had so many emotions. It was just a blur. I don't even remember.
I then, and my Tori thought I didn't have a soul because of
Oh God.
She's like, how can you not? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just not invested in the show, I guess.
No. Okay, I can totally sympathize with that because I did cry during Les Mis, and everyone thought I was soulless.
You are soulless. How do you not cry during Les Mis?
I felt sad, but I didn't feel sad enough to cry.
He's not soulless.
Singing about how her life is ruined.
Guys, he's not soulless. I made him cry with Spartacus. I succeeded, okay? Anyways, I think the real soul check-in episode in Supernatural is Abandon All Hope. Like, if you don't cry when, Joe and Ellen die, you're just, you don't have a soul.
I love Joe.
Oh my god, Tom is just invading our fucking ask.
Oh my god, Tom as in Defiler Worm?
Yes.
I adore Tom.
Me too.
Everyone loves Tom.
Tom will be sometime in the future. I forget which one, but
I think August 10th.
Oh my
god, it's invading it with otters.
Okay. So back to the point. I was just like, ooh, someone's sending us questions. It was just like, nope, otters. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, Tom. It's the cutest. Oh my god. Anyways, let me ask the next question, okay?
Yes. You can ask the next, 3.
Yes, I should. I love asking questions. So, what character do you want to see more of?
I think Charlie at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. High five to you.
High five. Group high five. High 15.
Yeah, group 5. I love Charlie and I want her to be in a few more episodes, just to show up once in a while and like kick ass, and because she's great. She's such a great character.
I feel like I wish Charlie would have been. I want Charlie to be in it more than Garth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I share that.
I like Garth, but I agree with you on that. Like, I like Charlie more. I
can't choose because I love Garth.
Like, I don't know. I guess for me, I was really confused when season 8 started and they put Garth. And I was like, wait, so they're going to bring back Garth, but then because I didn't know Charlie was going to be back in at the time, and I was like, they're not going to bring back Charlie. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, Charlie was great. Just like from the moment she showed up, I was like, oh my god, who is this? I love her.
She started talking about Hermione Granger. I knew she was the one.
I
don't know.
The girl with the Dungeons and Dragons tattoo was easily one of my favorite episodes of season 7.
I really didn't like the episode, but I love Charlie because I really didn't like very many episodes in season 7.
Yeah.
Like because I mainly just hated every single episode that included Leviathan because I hated Leviathan so much.
The thing is, like, it was a weird season, but I liked Dick Roman. But
yes,
I like him, and mostly because I think the actor is really hot. But,
yes.
Oh my god, the actor creeps me out.
Oh my god,
no, you're wrong.
It's just like
him and Benedict Cumberbatch creep me out.
But I don't know. There's something about Dick Roman that's just wonderfully, like, he's creepy, but there's just like that power behind it, and it's just great. I don't know.
I loved him. He's so cozy. He's like, a businessman in a suit.
I guess
like, who doesn't like Dick?
Who doesn't like Dick?
I really didn't like season 7 because the Leviathan were just so unthreatening in my opinion.
Yeah.
I did not see them as scary, nor did I ever get any sort of sense of dread from them because I could never take them seriously.
Lauren.
Leviathan, but they could have been done a lot differently and a lot better.
Oh my god, Lauren, I've actually never seen that pun before.
It kind of seemed like they came out of nowhere, they kind of showed up, and they were around, and they wreaked havoc, and then they just kind of disappeared at the end of the season. And now they're gone. Yeah. And it's like, what happened? Like, they were this huge, like, monstrous thing. Like, they just consumed everything. They couldn't be killed. Like, where the fuck did they go?
Yeah, shouldn't they still be around? Because, like, they only killed Dick Roman, didn't they? So,
yeah.
Like,
it's like Rowley said, that when Leviathan don't have their leader, they're like any regular old monster, basically. Because they all had their structure and they're smart.
So why haven't we seen another one just randomly causing shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, like, there's so many of them. Why hasn't one of them kind of like became a leader now? You know what I mean?
Well, I think it
They're
just,
intelligent creatures.
to me, I always picture the Leviathan as sort of having a hive mind with Dick Roman as the center. So I feel like without Dick Roman to consume them, they really just don't know what to do. I honestly, I have a headcanon that now the Leviathan are living in sort of hiding because they legitimately don't know what to do. So they're really just trying to keep themselves in. And they can do that too because they can basically turn into a human being.
Yeah, I think
I
that...
heard Izzy in the chat, she said, like, they lost a lot of potential with the Leviathan. Like, it...
Yeah. I think that...
It's just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, I think that Dick Roman had to be their leader because, I mean, it's my personal headcanon that he was their leader because he was, like, the firstborn Leviathan.
Alpha Leviathan.
That would kind of make sense, yeah, because, like, since, you know, they're so strong because they are God's first made creatures, because they're so, like, ancient, so it would make sense for the first one to be the leader.
Yeah.
I mean...
And, like, in that sense, he's unique, and this way they can just get a new leader.
And I feel like we have no idea how Leviathan actually work, and it's always been my headcanon that God didn't create all of Leviathan at once, that God created Dick Roman, and then Dick Roman sort of, I don't want to say birth, but he sort of just grew all of the rest of Leviathan out of himself.
Guys,
just reproduced asexually, they butted off of him.
Yeah.
You know what would have been more scary with the Leviathan? If they had been more how Misha portrayed the Leviathan. Like the crazy, insane, really unpredictable, terrifying, horrible things.
That was good. Like, I was a little, like, startled. I was a little scared there. What Leviathan cast is.
Like, and that, you see, that's what I didn't like about Season 7. Season 7 literally had so much freaking potential. But then it was just squandered so early on.
I feel like they almost kind of reached too high and they took on too much because it was like the Leviathan were going to take over like all of the US and like turn everyone into livestock. Is like, I don't know, it was just really weird. Like, it was just too high of like a goal, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they were going to eat everyone and it was just, I don't know. It was weird.
Honestly, I feel like they did too much in Season 6, and then by Season 7, the writers are just burnt out.
We're like,
you had Soulless Sam, Evil Cass, the Mother of All, who was barely ever actually explored.
She should have been used. Oh my god, she was terrifying.
Eve, when I was watching
Plus,
that
hold
season,
on.
I was going to so love Eve.
Okay,
but they never showed her, and she died so quickly.
Can I list all of the antagonists that we had in Season 6?
Okay.
We had Raphael, we had Crowley, we had Eve, the Mother of All, we had the, I guess you'd call the Alpha Vampire an antagonist. Would you call him an antagonist?
I don't know, he wasn't really up to shit, was he?
I think he's in more of a gray area.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He was still. I don't know. We'll put him as a maybe.
It's too busy. It was really rushed, like Season 6. They just it was so much.
We had Soulless Sam, and then we had Cass. And I remember just sitting there. I got like whiplash in Season 6. I was like, "Wait, what? That's happening? No, that what?
Yeah.
And then in Season 7, I was just like, "When the fuck is something going to happen?" So I feel like a lot of Season 7 was, you know what? I don't care if I failed. Sorry, that was what someone wrote in the chat. That was...
But when Jenster is saying, but dude, Season 7 gave us 1940-14 chicken out soldiers' asses, and that is true, Jen. I will always appreciate that.
That's one of my favorite little scenes. Like a, you know.
Yeah, and also, in Girl with the Dungeons and Dragons tattoo, you have Dean telling Charlie how to flirt with another guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Oh, sorry.
Apologies.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that was one thing that I liked about Season 7. Season 7 didn't do anything within itself, but it introduced a lot of different character points and just characters that could be used in the next season. It was like season 7 was a vehicle for how great season 8 could have been, or it was. So,
yeah, it was.
And I feel like season 8 should be that for season 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so, because, Season 8 introduced a lot of new storytelling potential with the Men of Letters, with the Fallen Angels, with the business with Crowley, with so much stuff. I really hope, I am sure they're going to take full advantage of that, because I think we have a really great crew of writers and showrunners now, and I'm just expecting awesome things.
And I think the arc words for season 8 would be, he was my gay thing.
No, I think one of my favourite quotes from season 8 was everybody loves bacon.
Everybody loves
I love Aaron.
I love Aaron.
Can I just say...
I want Aaron to come back.
Yes, I was just about to say, can I just say...
love the crap out of Aaron.
I want him to come back and die.
No!
No!
Oh my god.
I want him...
just
No,
back
shush.
and go live happily ever after.
I want him to come back and have
kill off
sex with
every single
Dean.
side character except Charlie.
I want Aaron to come back and have sex with Dean. That's what I want.
But I don't think Aaron was gay. I think he was just gay because he was trying to figure out what Dean was doing.
No, I think he might be bi, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Aaron had, in my opinion, an ambiguous sexuality, as in, the one where Dean says, wait, we're not having a moment, and, Aaron basically says, no, I was just playing you. I really don't think that's him saying, no, I'm straight, it's him saying, I wasn't really hitting on you.
Yeah.
But I think it's ambiguous.
Guys, I am Satatron!
Like, Dean was just so taken aback in that scene, and he was, a little, hurt. And then he
I love the
what?
crap out of that episode. That was one of my favorite
episodes of that season. Just because I remember watching it live and I was like, "What is going on?" Oh my god! My mom came in. She was like, "Will you shut up?"
Yeah.
I remember sitting there and I was like,
"Scared."
During the whole thing where everyone was saying, "Oh my God, Aaron's gonna be gay and he's gonna like Dean," I was like, I really don't think that would happen. I really liked that Aaron was pretending that he may have been pretending to be gay because it sort of caught Dean off guard, and then when he realized that Aaron wasn't gay, you could sort of see that minute disappointment whenever he was talking to him. Did anyone else ever get that? Because I feel like I noticed a lot of things that no one else noticed.
I got the impression that Dean generally kind of paid a lot of attention to Aaron. There was really, I don't want to say something special between them because they knew each other for half a day. But Dean kind of took care of him. It was nice, especially that scene when where Dean was protecting him from the evil dudes. Oh god! But yeah, it was beautiful. But yeah, we should move on now, because we have more questions.
He looked disappointed, though. I agree.
Every time we ask a question, we end up talking about things that have nothing to do with the question we asked.
Well, at least they're supernatural things.
Sometimes they're supernatural things, and sometimes a British woman puts a picture of on the thing.
Yeah.
I'm distracted now, so I'm trying to send an email through my phone, and it's not working.
See, this is how much Maple cares about you guys. She does other things while she's on the show.
This is an important thing.
Josh!
Okay, sorry.
Important thing. Leave me alone.
Josh! Okay.
I'll
Most emotional scene for you?
Okay. There's a lot, in just this season. I think Dean finding Cass in purgatory, and, hugging him and stuff. Oh. And then Cass letting go when they were leaving. That was really hard. And then, of course, the I need you bit. Also, for me, it was when Gabriel died. I saw
We don't talk about that.
So I knew he wasn't in a lot of episodes, but I thought he was in more, so I didn't know he died in that episode. And I was watching it by myself in my room at college, and I'm sobbing as soon as the episode dies. I go next door, I'm knocking on Tori's door. I'm crying. She's like, what's the matter? I'm like, you didn't tell me Gabriel died! She's like, oh yeah, he does. And she wasn't huge on Gabriel, but I'm like, you can't do that to me! I love him!
I feel like I was the only one who was pretty indifferent to Gabriel's.
You're Satan!
The only scene I really cried at, though, was Joe's death.
Though. you know?
We don't talk about Joe's death.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I cried during the horrible death scene. And I also cried this season when Charlie was reading her book to her mom.
Oh.
I was crying at that.
I was indifferent.
That was horrible.
I was like,
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh.
Honestly,
She's
I got
going to
really disappointed.
euthanize her, and before she does that, she's going to read her the book that her mom read her when she was little, and it was like the start of all of her nerdiness, and her mom is everything she is, and I'm just like, ah.
I got really disappointed with Charlie's storyline.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I expect her to have a more badass backstory, but then it ended up just being something that wasn't really that badass.
Not everyone has a badass backstory.
Yeah, because like.
But they said it, but they made Charlie so mysterious, and I was like, oh, she's so cool. And then I was like, oh, she probably did this really bad thing, and that's why she had to change her name. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be so awesome. And then it was like, not, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, but Shannon, she probably did do a really bad thing, and it's probably at least one of the reasons why she has to change her name. She can have done a bad thing and had a mom in hospital, which she would be really emotional about.
She's probably done like a lot of like hacking and stuff that she's probably has to like, you know.
Okay.
Because you can get a lot
Frankie, I would not be able to handle that. She says, I want Dean to read The Hobbit to Charlie.
No.
I want Charlie to start regularly living at the bunker and to start calling it the Hobbit Hole.
No, I was just gonna say, you know what that scene is when she's reading The Hobbit and then they're showing Dean and Sam by the bunker. I was like,
the bunker, yes,
that
is a Hobbit hole.
I was just like, oh my god, it's so cute. It's a Hobbit hole.
Yes.
Hobbit.
That made me feel like it was an episode of Doctor Who because I immediately flashed to Amy when she narrated the episodes of the opening credits of Doctor Who, and it made me think of like how Charlie's talking about Sam and Dean and how Amy talked about the Doctor, and they're both fiery redheads of awesomeness.
Yes.
So I was just like, oh my god, this gives me Doctor Who feels, and I don't know why. But now I know why because I thought about it.
Oh my god, the dog has a coat hanger. Gas.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
If hurt me a lot. I was like off the rest of the evening. I was like, oh, I didn't know.
Oh god. I cried so hard. I still cry when I see his death scene in a video or something.
It was sad, and like Lucifer was sad too. Did you notice that?
He was totally sad.
He was broken up about it, and yeah.
Lucifer is a really complex character, and like he wasn't joyful about having to kill Gabriel. Definitely not.
Can I disprove something that someone's trying? Oh, never mind. They disproved it in the thing. Shit, I was going to. It wasn't Milton. It was Middleton. I thought it was Milton too, so I got really, really excited.
Yeah, no, it was Middleton. But yeah, no, I just remember like my favorite line from that episode too is like the Lucifer, you're my brother, and I love you.
And I love you, but you're a great big bag of sticks.
I feel so sorry for Richard Speight Jr. just for being remembered for that line.
I feel like Richard Speight Jr. has no problems with being remembered for that line.
I love Richard.
I
love Richard.
He's one of my favourites.
It should be illegal to be that adorable as a grown man.
And you know what?
Yes,
any photograph that is taken of him is ridiculously photogenic.
He's so cute, and he's like
a
big man, and he's adorable.
He's
and
so adorable.
Understand, you know, it boggles me.
Oh, he's amazing. So, anyways, if you could have two characters swap bodies, who would they be?
Someone with Cass. Either like Sam and Cass, or like Charlie and Cass. That'd be fun. But I want Cass to switch bodies with someone.
What about
that would just be really...
What about the better-looking hunter? You know, the good-looking brother.
Wait.
With Dean, yeah. That would be funny.
Yeah, that one.
Wait.
What?
But I think it would be great if it was Sam and Cass. And then, like, Dean interacting with them. You know what I mean?
Why is Shannon saying wait, by the way? What's up, Shannon?
I just realized something.
What?
If you had a human who switched bodies with Castiel, then wouldn't Castiel's grace be the thing that switched because his grace is basically his consciousness, and wouldn't that completely destroy the other person's body?
Yeah, but Cass isn't an angel anymore.
Cass
Cass isn't an angel anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. That was what I was thinking. I was like, oh shit, if he switched bodies with Dean, Dean's body would be vaporized.
I'm trying to think.
And you'd be like, Cash, what the hell, man?
I want Angelic Butt Plug to be switched with Charlie.
Kaleb, that's a bit of a long-winded term you came up with after all.
Yeah.
Yes, but what if the receiver for the angelic butt plug switched with Charlie?
When Jensen was saying like Jensen playing Cass, Jared playing Dean, Felicia playing Sam, and Misha playing Charlie, like that would be just
Yes.
fun. Just make it like make a mess. That would be funny.
Okay, everyone's just saying what? And I'm just like,
We'll explain it, okay?
It is explained at the end
We'll
of the
explain it later.
guys, you really don't want to know, I promise you. This is what gives me headaches.
Basically, Shannon's already failed.
What?
And I already won!
Yes, Silven's already
Ha!
Oh, God.
Okay, let's move on, please. I'll
Yes.
ask the next question.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you were a monster of the week, what would you be?
I'd probably be a werewolf. Honestly. Like I don't think I could be a demon. I'm not that mean.
I can be that mean.
I'm not a vampire, like, I'm not a Wendigo. Like,
If you're a werewolf, Sam could sleep with you and then shoot you in the face.
yeah, that would be an okay way to die. Yeah, I feel like I'd be a werewolf, actually.
Werewolf?
Yeah, and I love werewolves, too. But my
Can I
favorite
just say that I really liked that werewolf episode this season where it was sort of shot like
shaky cam.
paranormal activity.
I want another
Nope.
episode like that.
Yes, it
Me
was
too.
awesome.
Really.
I feel like it has the potential to be like super freaky.
Yeah.
It
I
was-
really...
What I liked about it is it kind of showed like an outside perspective of the brothers, eh?
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Because it's always from like their perspective, and it's, you know what I mean. But you never see like people viewing them.
And
Yeah.
So,
And it wasn't even, and to me, it wasn't even like that. It was you got to see how the people who are the monsters feel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
Like-
felt really bad for that girl, because it's like she didn't choose that. Just like sort of shit happened, and then she's like, I don't
Yeah.
want to die.
Like,
Cass-
to me, it was
Cass
sort of...
is a shaky cam. Cass is a shaky cam episode.
I want.
Oh my god, yes,
Yes.
please.
Like, for me, with that entire episode, it was sort of like a complete opposite of what we saw with the Kitsune, Amy Pond. You saw, and it's sort of that, I feel like that episode really showed Dean's growth once he got out of purgatory. Because he went from killing a perfectly nice, sensible person to sparing someone's life that they knew they could find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was sort of, that's what I really loved about that episode.
I just really loved the emotionally repressed hunter actually letting one go for once, and just that's
Yep.
character development.
One of my favorite like little slight plot holes of that episode though is like how they managed to edit that video so quickly.
Yes, thank you,
No,
thank you.
the girl, she edited it before she left.
Powers give them like super editing skills.
No, the girl edited the video before she left.
No, okay, look at this
I
way.
know,
They had
But it wasn't like that long before she left.
Hang on, okay, shush, right. Firstly, there are hidden cameras, so she managed to find all the hidden cameras, including the one
Yeah.
in the office, get the footage off
Yeah.
them, put off the footage from at least 20 cameras together in the right order, and then put them on a thing ready to autoplay when the laptop's opened.
Yeah. But yeah, it would take hours.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that?
She is not human, therefore she had awesome werewolf abilities.
That was like
No,
my
no, she's probably a vlogger.
when I was watching that episode, like right kind of when it was nearing the end, I'm like, how did she edit that so quickly? That makes no sense.
Especially while
What?
she's turning into a werewolf at the same time.
Yeah, she's like she's editing with like one hand while she's like shifting and stuff.
Like, oh, this is happening to me.
Must
What?
quick,
See it? Can you see it?
We're a vlogger.
We're a vlogger.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going.
So if I were a monster
we're
of
going
the
to say
week,
it was a great episode despite its plot holes because some of the greatest TV shows ever have plot holes.
guys. So if I were a monster of the week, I would be a were-vlogger.
I don't know what
I would just be like on Tumblr all the time. Full moon, I'm like, oh, I'm changing, must reblog.
I think Kaleb would be a fairy, just like super annoying and raping people in the bum.
Yeah, I don't think
I would be a fairy.
You would, wouldn't
I
you?
don't-
In more
yeah.
ways than one.
I'd be Fairy King Oberon, so that way
That-
Dean could have serviced me.
Oh, that episode,
And I will be totally BFFs with
Guys.
Gilda.
guys, the
Take that.
episode with the fairies, it was really exciting because the guy that played the leprechaun, he plays the Doctor on Star Trek in Voyager. And when I saw him, I didn't recognize him at first, and he took like the glasses off and stood up, and I like shrieked. I was like, "Oh, I know him! He's on Star Trek!" I was really excited, just because I was like, someone from Star Trek was on another show I watch. Oh my gosh!
If anyone wonders if Dean enjoyed servicing the Fairy King Oberon.
This is a very, very touchy episode, actually, because obviously Dean was kind of raped, like he was in hell, and there's a huge rape issue there. But
Oh. Well, honestly, we have no idea what service actually meant in context of
he
the
seemed
show.
pretty freaked out about it. Let's just say that. So
Wait, what? What are we talking about?
Dean was
Dean, I
raped
don't
by
even
the
understand
Fairy King
anymore.
Oberon. Which reminds me, I retract my statement. I do not want to be the Fairy King Oberon.
unless Dean was willing.
Oh, yeah, unless Dean was completely and totally willing, then I would totally be the Fairy King Oberon.
Well, you know what? If you look like Castiel, maybe he would be willing.
So, yeah. He probably would. To be honest. He probably would.
I feel like things took a turn for the awkward.
Yeah.
Just silence.
Very awkward.
Basically, fairies are rapists, and you shouldn't befriend them.
Are you calling Gilda a
They
rapist?
always are,
Oh,
though.
no, Gilda
Are you
was
calling
right.
Gilda a rapist?
Gilda was nice.
Oh my god, guys, this
you-
is just a really sensitive subject. Can we be like more careful around
Yes, I'm
If you
sorry.
read the old
Yeah, we're going to stop talking about it right now, okay?
I have a
more-
habit.
it? That's not okay.
guys,
I
if
have
you read the
heard.
old fairy tales, they're always like that, though. They ate children and they like raped
Yes,
people. It
they're
was
actually
horrible.
Really horrible creatures, and it's kind of a
It
subject.
was like the Disney version. They ate children.
I have one last thing to say, that it's kind of a subject that Supernatural didn't handle very well in that episode. That's the last thing I want to say about it. But I diffuse, I'm sorry, I diffuse really awkward situations by just being really inappropriate about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Can I just say that everyone thought that season 6 was when they first went into contact with fairies, but that's not actually true. The first time they went into contact with fairies was in season 3, in the episode where you first met Ben and Lisa, because changelings are fairy creatures that steal children and take them to Oberon.
Yeah, they steal human babies and then they put
Yeah.
fae children in
Eat
place.
children, and yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a fairy too. So we've been dealing with fairies since season 3.
And they
Besides
aren't,
that little piece
Fairy
of lore that I actually knew.
and they aren't generally pleasant creatures. Just remember that Gilda was nice, but she did also rip a man limb from limb. So
Yeah.
yeah. Don't
But
fairies.
I see. That's the thing. We really don't know. We don't know about the different types of fairies. Like the fairies live in an entirely different realm. Maybe Gilda lived in a realm of peaceful fairies that knew intense fighting techniques.
They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't stick
So
with
she's
their.
like, my mate.
I don't know. They didn't stick with
Also,
their original
hold
canon,
on.
though.
Yeah,
They didn't.
that's true.
They
But
didn't.
I
so-
have something to say.
Yes.
Oh god.
Did anyone else think it was kind of cool and awesome and brought a lot of potential that they pretty much confirmed that there are such things as alternate universes, and that's where the
Yes.
fairies came from?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the only good thing that
I
came
want
out
more
of the fairies. to be honest.
stories.
Well,
I think it would be really awesome if they decided to renew the show for season 11, and then they decided they were going to add the alternate reality plot lines, and you have the actual gods of those plot lines trying to take over that universe.
Hmm.
Really cool.
We have
Really
I'd love a few more episodes with AUs though, just because I find them funny.
Mhm.
I don't know.
According to Tom, Death confirmed that in season 5.
Yeah, that is
Confirmed
true.
what?
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
You
just
know
feel
what's
like
funny though? I'm just thinking about it now. Now that Alisha brought up Benedict Cumberbatch and Supernatural, I'm actually thinking that Benedict Cumberbatch would actually make a pretty interesting recast of Death.
I wouldn't want Benedict Cumberbatch to be in the show because I'm not a fan of Benedict Cumberbatch.
I just think
Guys,
you
guys.
cost too much to have on the show.
Guys. I just remembered. We haven't talked about this interesting. The photos from the set with the TARDIS and with the what else do they have? The mystery machine, that little hippie bus.
I'm detecting another changing channels.
Oh God, I hope.
Well,
Well, I do not know how to feel about this, but I have been thinking about it.
I adore changing channels. It's my favorite episode. If they do something like that again, I will cry and I will laugh and I will be so freaking happy.
What if? Ooh, I was thinking. I had this thought. What if Death gives them a way to get the angels back into heaven, but they have to complete these They have to complete more trials, and one of the trials is they have to deal with the ghosts of their past. And characters like Bobby and characters like Gabriel and Meg all come back for one episode because that's part of the trial.
I actually think that if they do that, it is gonna be something like that. Well, you know, something of a similar nature.
Because you see, that way it wouldn't necessarily be them bringing these guys back to life as much as it would be bringing them back as devices to help the main plot.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Tom's right. They have done that twice, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I would be very happy if they did it again, because they do it so well.
And that's the thing. That's what bothers me about them possibly bringing back all of these characters. I really, really don't want these characters to actually be brought back to life. I want them to stay dead.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me sound like a jerk, but I feel like you're in this show where characters are brought back to life constantly. It's starting to make the actual deaths not mean anything.
Yeah, it cheapens their deaths.
Like, Bobby's episode when he died was superb.
Yeah.
And if he was brought back to life, I would get genuinely pissed off because I feel like it would completely undermine that entire episode. That was amazing.
Yeah, but I don't think...
Oh, go ahead.
If they do bring Bobby back, I really don't think they would bring him back to life. Because it's been very obviously explicitly shown that his soul is in heaven and that, it's there.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
And I get bothered because it's been confirmed that Gabriel isn't dead, which means that entire scene that made everyone except me cry in season 5 was just another fake out.
Yeah, it's like they fed on my tears. And they liked it.
And I know a lot of people disagree with me, but I'm happy that he's not dead.
I'm conflicted. Right? Because I love Gabriel.
Well,
it would be fun to come back, but at the same time, I feel like it's cheapening his death and his sacrifice,
I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm gonna hold off my opinions until I actually see how he's coming back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, I guess that's sort of one of the things where I'm genuinely sort of always iffy about, because whenever you kill off a character, it's sort of, to me, it's always sloppy writing whenever you just bring them back to life and then kill them off again, which usually inevitably happens in the show. Because Gabriel's died like how many times?
Well,
yeah, but like no, Gabriel's fake out deaths. Gabriel's other fake out deaths kind of make a lot of canonic sense because he is a trickster. So he is meant to trick you into thinking he's dead. And that other one, honestly, I would be, iffy. But the thing is, I really believe in the writers to find a way to bring him back that would make sense and not cheapen that episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't want him to go back and get killed off again, because that would just... I don't know. I wouldn't enjoy that. I'd be like, why? Why would you do this?
You know what I'm really, really wanting now that people are bringing up people of color in the chat?
Yeah.
I want that new angel girl to be a person of color. I want both the angels to be people of color, to be honest.
That would be awesome because, like, we have Uriel, Raphael, and Joshua, and I think that's it. Is that it?
I really want them to bring back Joshua this season. Because that makes me wonder if God is still talking to Joshua. And if
that'd be cool.
And if God is still talking to Joshua, then Joshua could probably lead his own faction of God loyalists. And they could be allies to Sam and Dean. Like, sort of allies. Like, allies that are there to help them as long as Sam and Dean help them with their goals. Why is it so quiet? Why are you guys so quiet now?
Because I'm offending people and I'm trying to shut up.
I'm quiet because my mom told me to be quiet. I'm sorry.
I'm quiet because I'm polite because I'm Canadian.
I offended people.
I think we've exhausted. I think we've exhausted this. We need to get on to fan works before it's over.
Yeah. I think we covered all the questions anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you have a fan fiction called Stairway to Heaven, and I will be posting links after the show.
It's not up yet. I'm not done the first chapter because I'm lazy, but I'm working on it.
It's a work in progress, and she will be starting it soon.
I was trying to push myself to get the first chapter done before I was on here. That didn't happen. I'm hoping I'll get it done soon and stuff. But it's been like a long time work running, and it's my first fanfic. I've never written an actual fan fiction before. I always write with my original characters and stuff. And so it's I don't know, it's just different for me. So it's odd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you guys go and support her, and maybe if there's enough followers for it, she'll be more inclined to update.
Oh god. Oh, okay. Yeah, just put pressure on me. I'm like, that's what I'll do when I'm at college. I won't go to class. I'll work on my fanfic.
I used to do that with my college classes at my old school because I didn't like to listen to my college professors talk, so I just took out my laptop and started typing.
Well, I'm taking automotive repair, so I don't know if I could do that in class.
I'm not going to be able to do it in my college because my college I'm actually going to have to get up and do active things.
I'm taking apart parts of a car. I'm also writing on my laptop at the same time.
You're a were-vlogger. You can do things twice.
Yeah, I can do that.
You can combine footage from months into the span of a few hours. That's easy for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess I could talk a little bit about my fanfic. So
you said it's a 2-part fanfic.
Yeah, it's a 2-part fanfic because I've been working on this idea for a long time, and I was trying to figure out what it was going to be. Because originally, the reason for writing this is I wanted to write domestic Destiel.
I love domestic Destiel so much.
And I was just so I was working with these ideas for the longest time, and I have this Word file on my laptop. It's just pages and pages of just random shit I've typed up, and little blips of conversations and everything. Anyway, so I was doing this, and then this sort of evolved into this giant thing, and now it's it's gonna be a 2-part fanfic. So the first half is taking place straight after season 8, immediately after 823, with Cass. He gets back to the bunker and stuff, and the boys get back there and stuff, and them all recuperating and everything. And so that part is going to deal with the Winchesters and Cass, them getting Cass's grace back and getting all the angels back into heaven, and kind of setting things right. And because Castiel feels really bad about all the shit that's happened, kind of because of him. And so this is his way of kind of redeeming himself, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's going to happen in Canonverse.
It's so funny because when I was working on this with the last couple episodes, I'm like, are they stealing my shit? I'd be like, oh, this is great, and then it's
I can't even afford to think about how depressed Castiel is going to be.
It's sad.
I'm so excited about him being.
I made him cry. I was at my cabin working on this, and I was like, I just make Castiel cry. I'm a terrible person. now.
Like, I do a lot of, like, role-playing with my friend in California, and we just did this thing where we killed off everyone because they were in an alternate reality, and we gave them the most brutal, depressing deaths ever, and I cried as I was typing it. But I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Satantrons.
Satantron. Yeah, no, I'm having a lot of fun writing it too. And like I have like blips where like I won't work on it for like a really long time, and then within like a day I get like a bunch of stuff done. I'm like, yeah, and then I leave it for like a week. So it's, you know, it's really sporadic, my working on it. But since I live in Canada and I've never been, well, I've been in the States, but I've never been to like the southern states. My friend Jess is like my Kansas buddy because I've never been that south, so I don't know what Kansas is like. I don't know where anything is in Kansas. So if I'm asking about, if I have questions about like weather or like, you know, climate, where things are, she's helping me out because I had to think of a town that was about 4 hours away from Lebanon. And I was like, I don't know anything. And she was like, oh, here's some places. So, you know, she's like my eyes and ears in Kansas. It's nice. Actually,
are we thinking of the same person?
Yeah, Jess?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jess. And if you know of anyone that lives in Sioux Falls or near Sioux Falls, please let me get a hold of them because I'm going to have some questions about the area and climate. I'm really specific with my stories. Like I do a lot of
You're really accurate.
Yeah, like if I'm going to be describing the weather, I want to be accurate.
Is there going to be any penis touching times in this fic?
Yes, there will be.
Well, damn, I'm not gonna be able to read it.
It's okay, you can just skip over. I'm gonna have definitely like a really good bit. Like I have this kind of scene where like this is gonna be after Destiel becomes whatever, a thing. And Dean and Cass are gonna be like they're on a hunt somewhere. And they're gonna be at a bar, you know.
Get distracted.
And Dean's like looking Cass up and down, and they leave, and they're gonna like make out in the Impala, and they go back to the hotel and have sex and stuff. And it's like, oh yeah. I'm writing this. My mom's in the room. I'm like hiding my laptop. I'm like, don't look.
Your face is all red. You're sweating.
That's why I stopped writing, because I realized that the only places I've been are Arkansas, Tennessee, and North Carolina. And I can't write anywhere else because I don't pay attention to my surroundings, so I legitimately don't know how to describe anything. So I just stopped writing.
Yeah, I haven't been very far. I've been in like Northwestern Ontario. I've been out, the farthest out west I've been was like Edmonton, Alberta. And then I was in like Toronto. And then I went on a trip to Romania a couple years ago for 2 weeks to visit my best friend. And that's it. Like, I haven't really been places. I've been like, so for climate-wise, I've been on that same sort of like line. What is it, latitude or longitude or whatever? Yeah, like same. Everything's the same. Nothing changes.
I have been like cross-country, so...
That's because your family is weird, and y'all decided you would drive from Alabama to Washington.
Yes. I have a story.
It's called an adventure, Shannon.
It's called a waste of gas, Caleb.
So, Jess just mentioned something in the chat that makes me laugh. So I was writing this scene where Castiel's changing out of his, like, outfit. Like, you know, out of his, like, whatever, and he's putting on Dean's shirts. And I had the word, like, his bear back, and Word wanted to change it bear, like, naked, to the word bear as an animal. I started laughing really hard. Because I was just imagining Castiel as a bear. So I'm like,
oh my god, a bear cast.
AU, where everything is the same except Castiel is a bear.
No, an AU where everything is Bara. I got Silven giggling.
It was like, yeah, I don't know why Word wants to change it on me. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I was completely sober and I was laughing my ass off for like a good few minutes.
Hey,
Caleb, you didn't make me giggle, you made me cry.
I think you failed though, Caleb. Oh,
did I?
I think you did.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Did Caleb fail?
I think he did.
Yes. Love you, Caleb, but you're a failure.
Only had 10 minutes left, or 20.
We have 20. So
I'm a
20.
victor.
I only have 20 minutes left. Are you kidding me?
I win. Well, Silver
Can we
wins.
do it? On now?
You still got 20 minutes.
I'm
Yeah,
keeping my mouth shut.
yeah, so I'll just wrap up about my fic thing. Also, so in the second half, so it's going to be almost like they can both be standalones. You know, if you want to read them separately, it's okay, but it'll work together and everything. So in the second half, it's going to be like more like domestic Destiel, kind of like what I originally want to write, just for fun, you know. And it's going to be set like a few years after, and then I'll have a bit like probably a chapter or two, and then it's going to skip forward even more, like probably 10 years or so, 10, 12 years. And then there's going to be like way more baddies are going to show up, and like shit's going to go down, and I'm basically starting the apocalypse in it. I was like, when all else fails, start the apocalypse.
Destroy the world.
Yeah, no, but it's really fun. It's just kind of like the dynamic of that, you know, and just how like everything, like things are going to be obviously different, you know, 10 years down the road with Dean and Castiel, and so like that sort of with the hunting lifestyle, and with you know, if the apocalypse happened, like dealing with that, it would be different than, you know, how it's been kind of on the show.
This domestic thing is really turning me on.
I know, every time.
Nothing more.
How much you love it. I'm like, it's gonna
domestic.
love this.
I love domestic Destiel so much.
I do too.
Like, I can't even describe the feeling I felt when Dean was making burgers and nesting.
Dean nesting is just the...
I'm like, oh my god, he's becoming domestic. I can't handle this.
Mm-hmm. It's just adorable. Like, it just warms my icy black heart.
It warmed the cockles of your heart.
Warms the cockles of my heart.
Honestly, I feel like I'm really alone in this, but I really don't like domestic Destiel that much.
You don't like anything we bring up, so
No,
we're just
but
going
there's a reason that I don't like domestic Destiel. It's because I don't like it when people make them too fluffy.
Yeah, well, no, like, they're not gonna be, because they're not like that.
Well, yeah, I like domestic
personalities.
moments, but I don't like the whole thing.
You know what?
No, like, it's not fluff. Pure fluff is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think in this, there's obviously gonna be conflict and stuff. Like, I want to still deal with Dean's like post-traumatic stress and everything, and dealing with that, because it's not just gonna go away. You know, like when you have mental illness and you like fall in love with someone, it just doesn't like go away. You don't like magically get better.
See, that's what I like. But whenever I hear domestic Destiel and people send, and I try to find domestic Destiel fics, there are always these fics that completely, even if they're canon verse domestic Destiel, they completely disregard anything that actually happened in the show just so they can add these uncharacteristically fluffy moments between Dean and Cass.
You know what my
Yeah.
idea
And I'm just
of
like, I
domestic...
cringe at it.
I want to have like a couple just because they're fun, but like not too much, because it just, you know, it's not.
My idea of domestic Destiel is like, well, when they're domestic, they're sort of just hunting together and doing really basically old married hunter type things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my idea of domestic, I suppose.
Hunting husband.
I need to write that again. Give me some ideas for it.
Ooh, which reminds me, Maple, you, me, and Gemma need to get together and start on the fanfic.
I also need to get back on So Near While Apart, because that's being done.
Yeah, you fucking do.
I'm sorry!
I have had a really bad week, which is why I sound so stern with everyone, if anyone's wondering.
I've had a terrible week. That's why I'm really upset.
And I'm yelling at you to make you feel worse about yourself.
It's okay. I feel pretty
I'm
bad
just
about
kidding.
myself.
I would never do that. I would never do that. I love Maple way too much, okay?
And I love Shannon for all.
Yeah, that's my job, Shannon. Get in line. But so who are your favorite characters to write as?
I I like.
Other than Dean and Cass, they're off limits.
Well, that's basically all I've really been working on now.
What about Kevin or Sam?
I worked with Kevin and Sam. I'm trying to. I'm having a tough time working with Sam a little bit because I can't have him out of commission with like him being ill and stuff. But I'm trying to find like, so I'm not taking like the easy way out and just like, oh, he's better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so that's tricky.
And that's another thing. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm thinking out loud. Just disregard me.
Okay. Another funny thing, I did take the easy way out in one thing because when I was writing the scene right after, when Sam and Dean are at the church, and like, you know, like Sam's or whatever, they're at the Impala. I started to write them just like leave, like they just took off and got in the Impala, and I was like, shit, Crowley's still in the church. I forgot Crowley. I forgot him. Like a kid left back on like
with a collar around his neck, just sort of like nobody loves me.
Like poor Crowley. It's like,
hello,
guys,
anybody there?
No. I was like, oh shit. Poor Crowley. Nobody loves
Writer
him.
problems.
Okay, so like choosing between the emotionally stunted Hunter and Cass, who do you prefer writing as?
I think Dean.
Yeah.
I really like Dean. And I don't know, Dean's like my favorite character, and I find I kind of identify with him a little bit too, so maybe that's part of it.
He's quite fun to write as, actually. He's my favourite.
Yeah, and I like his sort of inner turmoil in working with that.
Yeah, that's the kind of question I wanted to ask. Are you a Dean? What kind of like girl are you? Team Free Will, Dean girl, Sam girl, Cass girl?
I love Team Free Will.
Because I'm personally a Team Free Will.
Yeah.
You can't have one without the rest of them. You can't, you know. Mm-hmm. But I love Dean. I love Dean, but I love Cass and I love Sam. But I
guess
think
Kevin and Charlie are a part of it now, right?
Pardon?
Kevin and Charlie are a part of it now, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
But it's like Sam and Dean and Cass are like the Triforce, you know?
Mm-hmm. I love you for making that reference.
They are having such a moment right now.
It's like it's at this point now where you can have one without the others. So
it's good.
But no, I
don't remember what everyone else on Profound Radio's sort of stands on what kind of person they are.
Well, you know, I support the closeted bisexuals in the show, mainly.
Yes. I do too.
I see what you did there, Kaleb.
Yeah.
She's on to me!
I am on to you, boy! That was a really elaborate ploy, and it didn't work.
What are you talking about?
Caleb's trying to
I'm trying to get her to say the word she's not supposed to say.
Kaleb is trying to fail Mapal, but it's not working.
Ugh.
Now, Kaleb, just because you failed doesn't mean you should try and make everyone else fail.
Yes, it is. It's my job.
Sylvan already won.
Yeah.
And you have nothing to say, Shannon. You failed like what, the first 15 seconds?
Yeah, I failed because I gave no shits.
Guys, we haven't talked about what we're doing yet. Come on.
Yeah, let's cover it now.
Okay, you want to just go ahead and say it now?
I'm not allowed to say my word till the end.
Okay.
Well,
basically, what's going on is before the show, we all assigned these challenges to one another. Can I tell them the challenge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell them the challenge.
Caleb's challenge was he could not say Castiel, so he said angelic butt plug.
Or Cass. Basically, he couldn't.
because that's the best substitute for Cass.
Basically, he couldn't say Cass by name. He couldn't name.
Sylvan's challenge was she was supposed to insert five sexual references.
No, 5 subtle references to anal intercourse.
That nobody
without any one of you guys noticing.
And she did it 5 times.
She did it.
Now everyone's
Mine was I was not allowed to say Sam, and
You failed.
Maple's still is she's not allowed to say Dean.
Yes.
Yep.
And basically, this is going to be an ongoing thing now. Every week we'll have a challenge. It's really stupid shit. You'll have to guess.
It's
You'll
really
know.
fun, though.
Huh?
It's really fun.
It is really fun, but basically, you'll know we're doing something, but you won't know what it is till the end of the show. So if you guess what it is, then
Freak, what was whose word?
I should have had a word.
you should have had a word. You didn't think of it.
Okay, Silven was supposed to do subtle references to anal sex.
Yep.
Kaleb was supposed to not say Castiel. I was supposed to not say Sam. Alisha was just supposed to be there.
And I'm not allowed to mention the emotional
Maple
stunted hunter.
is not allowed to mention Dean.
I'm still going strong. So out of the three of us who weren't meant to mention the character, I'm winning. But Silven definitely wins overall.
Silven already won.
People always win. So.
Can you remember your references? Can you remember what they
Okay. I have them. I have a little list here. First, okay. I said taking out someone's tonsils from the wrong side, which is here in Russia slang for butt things. I said the big A. I said gonna stretch people's expectations. I said we're gonna attach ourselves firmly to TPTV's backside. And what was the last thing? I can't remember for the. Oh yeah, I said Destiny, why do you bend me over like this?
I got that one. I was like, that's
amazing.
interesting.
That is amazing. That's genius. You definitely win. You win.
Oh my god, you should write for porn!
I have read porn, like, in my life,
Yes.
generally.
But can I just say,
Yes,
basically,
Sylvan won. She's the winner.
can I just say as well, if you guys want to suggest really stupid challenges for us all to do each week, then send them in.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay,
fun.
if anyone is looking for euphemisms for anal sex for that trashy
Look up
porn that you're
Silven.
trying to write, ask Silven.
So yeah, just send us them, and they should just be really stupid, and just we'll try to do them. I think we should have some that we can like all do, like say we all have to slip the word moist in or something, and the first one to do
Oh
it.
no, I will not be on that show.
Yeah.
If you say moist or urethra, no.
Hey Shannon.
Moist.
Hey,
That
Shannon.
cave thing,
Moist.
I was like
Was it moist?
traversing around it last night was moist.
That's so moist, right?
Bats and stuff.
I had
It was
some
like
pretty.
an earthen vagina with bats.
Yesterday,
Oh my
I cooked a pretty
God.
moist brownie.
Yeah, my nan can bake cakes. They're just like really moist and they're nice.
Guys,
So yeah,
okay.
we should. Oh my god, we should totally do that. We should have like the word of the week, like freaking Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Oh my god, no, because the moment someone goes, the moment someone says like office and someone goes office, I'm going to hang up.
I think we've killed Jen, and Tom's dying too, I think.
See that?
So basically, send in your really stupid challenges, and the more stupid it is, the more likely we are to do it. So,
Remember back when this used to be a serious show?
yeah, that went out the window, didn't it?
Yeah.
We
And
are
I'm
a
eager
serious
for those
show,
days.
serious
Natural
issues.
starts back.
Oh,
Yeah, those days won't come back until Supernatural's back. So
this is
just
what
sit
haters
tight.
does. This is what haters does to people. So,
Yeah.
I know.
We're the physical representations of the hiatus.
very much,
Yeah.
very much. It's cool.
And the next time, we'll have this for the guests that come on. We'll let them in on the word.
Yes. Or whatever it is, whatever the challenge is, we will let them in, and they have to do it too. Have to.
Mhm.
And Alicia should probably come back sometime in the future so she can experience that challenge.
Definitely.
Cough.
Oh, well, now, Ellen, that's just rude. Are you saying we were never serious? I take offense.
Oh dear.
You know what's funny? And I sort of take all the blame for it. This show started to get off on a tangent ever since I joined.
Can I just say as well, good point. Gish West is coming, guys. Gish West is coming.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Guys, be sure to, unless you have your own team, be sure to root for Team Profound Radio.
Team Profound Radio, guys.
That's a thing.
You are all
Yeah,
amazing.
because that's us.
Yeah, I hope I can help and participate a lot. I hope there's something to do with the canoe, because I can get a lot of canoes in my hometown. Like, Atticoke's the canoeing capital of Canada. Yeah, Atticoke, like my town, it's the canoeing capital of Canada. That's our thing.
Oh, dear.
It's stupid.
Hey, guys,
I love canoeing.
But literally canoes everywhere.
I have to finish
Hey,
this.
Dreaming Starkly, you don't get to promote your freaking team on our chat. I'm just promote your team. We have a
No.
already.
Why are you being so mean?
I'm kidding.
I have to finish this with an image when I find it, but I don't know where it's saved to.
Ooh, there's an awesome otter image.
Yes, that's what I'm
that
trying to do. There it is.
What?
it's
Give
a
an
Team
otter?
Free Will otter image.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Sweet Lord of the
I've put it up.
Rings.
I've put it up. There it
Sweet
is.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Oh my god!
Oh, thank you,
God.
Frankie.
Did you guys mention what Tom put into our inbox?
Oh God,
Put in so many otters.
Tom didn't put that. Frankie
Things in the
did.
background.
Frankie is the artist of this, and you should all go follow her. It is Death Takes a Pickle Chip
Yes.
with
that's-
no
Yeah.
space, with no dashes or underscores.
But for the
That's
record, as well, Tom did flood our inbox with pictures of otters, and I will publish every single one of them.
Good.
Yes.
I want to see them. And if anyone has fic recommendations, they should message me and send them to me.
Yeah.
I can
Like-
I'll be posting links to.
because my
You know, if one of the words this week is going to be links, that'll be so hard for me.
those clicky things that bring you to other stuff.
I'll be
Hyper
posting clicky
clicks.
things at the end of
Ooh, guys, send us in some licks too.
I love Thursday.
Like, take a picture of your tongue going towards your camera and then
Yes.
send it to
Oh, okay,
Yes.
no.
Yes! Yes, everyone, that is your weekly challenge. Take a picture of licking your camera, or nearly licking your camera, and we will publish every single one of them.
I'll do that. That's disgusting, but I'll do it.
I have to lick my actual laptop camera, so I'm gonna have to lick my dirty laptop screen.
Or hug.
Ooh, yeah. Better yet, make some GIFs.
Yes, yes.
I don't know how to do that.
Video you
I know.
Neither
can.
do I.
Just get video to GIF converter.
Oh.
It's free.
But yeah, sorry guys, we're just like, we don't know what happens at the end of these shows. It's just,
If we didn't have fun, then
Send me
we'd cry.
fanfics. I read. Well, I said I've read Thursday's Child. And I liked it, and my last one I just read was Point Pleasant, which I loved, and
Yes.
Oh,
it was wicked. I can't wait for like the book. Well, the book is supposed to be out, isn't it? But I haven't been able to find anywhere to buy.
I don't know if
But I do want to buy a
it yet.
physical copy.
for what? The book for what?
Point Pleasant.
No, it's not out yet.
No, it's not.
No?
didn't
Oh, I
know
thought it
that.
was supposed to be.
No, it's supposed to be out on June 16th, but sadly they are still doing some last-minute touch-ups on the illustrations.
Yeah, it's the artwork
Yeah.
that's holding it back. I think it's some personal trouble there, so but it should be out soon.
Yeah.
Have you read Out of the Deep?
Oh,
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Like, on my list.
Has it ended? Has Out of the Deep ended yet?
Almost. She keeps adding more chapters.
Has it?
No,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's still going, but it's amazing.
We need to have her back on.
We do. When she finishes, I'll persuade her to come back on because she needs to talk about how she's tormented us for months.
She needs to come back and she needs to redeem herself.
She does. She's been pretty mean to us, really. Just
If you guys hear any sort of breaking sounds, that's just my bones.
That's nice. Okay, I actually have places to be, so we need to wrap this up.
yeah, I'm gonna go have pizza now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ice cookies.
See, we
And,
used to say goodbye and say that we love you guys, but now we're just telling you guys what we're gonna do.
And we actually, I don't know if we're going to talk about it next week or week after that, but we actually are planning some things for the
Yes.
future that we might
Oh.
fill you in
Some
on.
of you might want to be a part of.
It's really
Yeah.
exciting, really exciting, and it might be next week or it might be the week after, because if we're all disappearing today, we won't get to talk about it. But we will talk about it during the week probably, and it's really exciting, so get all your friends to tune in for the next couple of weeks.
And it was all my idea.
No, it wasn't! I've had this idea for ages!
God.
Ask
So have
why.
I.
Ask why!
We both, okay, it was
Yes.
both mine and Maple's idea
It
at
was
separate
our
intervals of time.
ideas. Yes.
Oh my god.
Let's
Dig
go.
back in your pants, Shannon. God's sake.
Anyway, we are going to go, and it's been a fantastic show. Thank you so much, Alisha, for coming along.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Alisha.
Yes, thank
you
you
were
for being
really, really
here.
awesome.
It was really fun.
Yeah,
It was
Thanks
super
for
fun.
It was really fun having you on.
you're like a
I know,
really
I agree.
professional
Just kidding.
guest. You're really good.
And
I like to think that I am.
You are
and
professional.
as I'm going to say to everyone, because I want everyone to be back, you need to come back during season 9.
Yes, I will.
Yes.
Fill you in on my exciting college adventures. I'm gonna get my.
You're gonna travel more caves. You're gonna be. I want to see how many.
I'll let you guys know
I think
about
there should-
Monday.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should have as many first 5 moments of supernatural moments. I want to see how many you can get before you actually do become the first 5 minutes of
Seriously
supernatural.
though, it was exactly panning out just like that.
Oh,
Kids going to like an abandoned bunch of teens with their flashlights. Oh, let's go to an abandoned building, guys.
The cave at the bottom.
Oh, God. Anyway, yes.
Yeah.
Time to go. So, thank you, Alisha, for coming.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure having you again.
Thank you.
Yes.
We love.
Thank you.
We love you, Alisha. And we love everyone who's tuned in today. Thank you to our lovely regular
Yes.
guests there. You
Thank
keep us
you, guys.
going.
Oh,
And
yes. Oh, guys. I totally forgot to apologize, guys, for in the last show you had to endure my giggling for 2 hours. I'm so sorry.
And I apologise for texting, but it was really important. So. I knew
And I would apologize, but then I realized how perfect I am, so then I don't.
And I'll work on my fic and try to get the chapter done. Probably won't though, but
Okay, let's go, you guys.
Let's go.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
We love you all so much. Right, bye guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
love you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.